I would like to apologize for the fact that I don't have any Seattle Kraken stuff. Sue me!
It's the one and only.
Hey guys, welcome back. The Hockey D-Wade is back once again. We're talking about an interesting topic today. Something new, something bold. We're talking about the Seattle Kraken. They're being sued. Obviously, I'll dive into that. This is a pretty, pretty, pretty big thing. You know, it's not every day a hockey team gets sued. I'm wearing Montreal Canadiens Retroverse 2.0 today. Uh, Excuse me in my lack of Seattle Kraken. Oh, never mind. In your face, Seattle Kraken represent. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Excuse me for my lack of Seattle Kraken stuff. So we went very Montreal themed. But I got the Pacific teams hanging up here. Calgary. There is the Mark Stone jersey hanging right here. And in the far back, we got Mr. Glow in the Dark. There he is. But let's dive into this. So I bet one of you guys probably clicked on this video and said, man, why are the Seattle Kraken getting sued? Well, it's because of their Winter Classic jersey on video right or on screen right there. Yeah, those Winter Classic jerseys apparently too far, too much. Everyone in Seattle hated them. No, I'm kidding. They were great jerseys. However, um, the owner of the Metropolitans jersey up on screen as well. The owner of the Seattle Metropolitans trademark, Paul Kim, not a fan, not a big fan of these jerseys. He says they're too close to my trademark. I don't like them. So I'm going to sue you guys for trademark infringement. Now, when these jerseys, Seattle ones, the Seattle Kraken jerseys were released, they were met with a bunch of positive reviews. A lot of people liked them. Um, and I'm basically reading off of a Seattle Times story. Um, Seattle Times reporter wrote up a nice little typed up a nice little essay, nice little letter for everybody to go read. And I read it, I took my notes. I'm gonna relay what I saw from there, tell you guys, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think because this is interesting. This is very interesting. Yeah, Paul Kim, the guy, not very happy about this. Let's dive into the Seattle Metropolitans because not a lot of people know about them. Metropolitans were founded in 1915 as a member of the Pacific Coast Hockey Association. Yes, we're talking PCHA. And they're actually, I believe they were the first West Coast team to ever win the Stanley Cup back when it was like this big in 1917. And then 7 years later, in 1924, the team folded. Seattle went without a hockey team for almost 100 years till the Seattle Kraken were formed back in 2001. Now, Paul Kim, the man suing the Kraken, purchased the trademark rights from the Metropolitans, or I guess Paul Kim purchased the trademark rights to the Metropolitans in 2014, so just basically so he could sell retro memorabilia and merchandise and apparel. Kim had a relationship with the Kraken when they entered the league in 2021, but recently, based off of these Winter Classic designs and actually Retro Reverse 2.0, their relationship soured. They had a relationship. They were gonna do, according to this you know newspaper entry, they were gonna do something Metropolitan themed. They didn't want to. I liked the retro reverse jersey they did. It was a little bit two tone, except for the red in the eye of the Kraken on screen. And I like these. They're not bad. They're kind of weird. They're very much not modern, but that's kind of the whole point of the whole retro reverse thing. And they wanted to do Metropolitans at first, but they couldn't because they were giving low ball offers to Paul Kim. Paul Kim was more than willing to work with the Seattle Kraken, but due to low ball offers for the licensing rights, Paul Kim said, "Nah, man, you can't have it. Mine." So even though the relationship with Paul Kim had soured, the team still went through and made this. They still made a jersey. Now, it is not 100% like the Metropolitans jersey. However, you do see a lot of influences. For starters, let's start with the big old S right in the middle of both of the jerseys, where we see the Metropolitans one in their Christmas looking jersey. We see the S, and it says Seattle inside of it. Now with the Kraken, we see their signature S, okay, with their like little Kraken eyeball on there, and it says Kraken inside the S. And based off of that, so yeah, we see the Kraken inside the S there, and then based off of the barber polling on the jerseys, you could say that this is very much influenced off of the Metropolitan. I actually don't think you can even argue that. It's very much an influenced version of that Metropolitan's jersey. Um, you just don't get as much striping, and the colors are very much different. But I think the biggest offender is the S right there in the middle of the jersey and on the back of the neck where it says 1917. So the Kraken went ahead and did this anyways. I don't think, like, when you look at it, I think Seattle's going to be in trouble. I definitely think that there's no lying about it. They went through and they copied not copied, but they definitely took pieces of the Metropolitans vibe. Actually, the NHL dropped a report a side by side of the Vegas jersey and the Seattle jersey, and I'll just crop the Seattle side out. It states the Kraken's NHL Winter Classic uniform is inspired by the 1917 Seattle team that holds the distinction of being the first U.S. team, not West Coast, first U.S. team to win the Stanley Cup. So that's already just a red flag within this lawsuit. You look at the lawsuit and you go, well, they they were very much inspired, but being inspired isn't necessarily taking the jersey. Now I could see where Seattle goes, well, we didn't copy the Metropolitans jersey. Just look at the two. The one up top has a lot more striping than ours. But at the end of the day, I honestly don't know how trademark stuff works, especially within laws and stuff. But if I'm Seattle, I'm thinking, man, we should have just paid this guy the money that he wanted to get the trademark. When I first heard about this, my immediate thought was, well, why don't they own the trademark to the Metropolitan stuff? If they were able to get the jersey influence for their retro reverse, which is another Seattle team, local hockey team, not as well known or playing for Stanley Cups, but they were the Seattle Ironmen, a World War II era hockey team located in the Seattle area. Now, if they were able to get the influences, and I imagine, that team's not as well known as the Metropolitans. I think a lot more people know about the Metropolitans than they do the Seattle Ironmen. But if you were able to get and I don't even know if they have the rights for this, to be honest. But if they were able to copy and influence their jerseys without any backlash or anything, why couldn't they just pay Paul Kim what he wanted? That's what my thought process is on this. Is Seattle in trouble? We'll see. I definitely think Paul Kim has a case here. And, rightfully so. If you own the trademark to something and, an NHL team should be deep enough pocket wise to be able to be like, okay, well, here's money. Or at least bring Paul Kim in. If he owns the trademark, like, let's get a partnership here. Obviously, that's soured. It's only going to continue to sour. I realistically see Seattle settling outside of court and somehow becoming the owners of this trademark. I think that's how this whole lawsuit ends. But, down below in the comments, let me know what you guys think about this. And I keep forgetting to do this on all my videos. But if you guys have comments, questions, concerns, my email is always down in the description. Email me, guys. I'm here to take any kind of critiques you guys have for me. Or if you guys have jersey submissions you guys want to send me for any concepts, like I said, emails down in the bio. Just let me know, guys. I've been the Hockey D Wade. Once again, like, share, subscribe, and always, always, always have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, every single day. Continue to watch, continue to be inspired, and I'll see you guys later. I've been the Hockey D Wade. Peace out, guys.